Hello, it's Amythyst. Welcome to Sage Circle. We're two piles for a reading today, and they are both about your journey with a partner. So the first pile with the silver bracelet is for those that have just come through the tumultuous journey of a twin flame situation or are still in the thick of it. And the other pile, the green and wooden bracelet, are for those that have come out of the twin flame journey and have settled with a partner, a life soul partner, or are coming into that now, or it's on the horizon for you. So I will just let you, sort of tap into the energy and figure out what you're doing. I have some announcements as usual. First of all, thank you for all my new subscribers, all my subscribers in general. I'm really grateful. It means a lot to me for people to come and actually see my channel and get messages. Thank you. Thank you for the people who have been booking private reads with me. That's also really important. Thank you very much. I'm grateful. And as I've been saying in every other reading, I do not use WhatsApp. And I will not offer readings or contact people saying you should book a reading, etc. through a WhatsApp. If that happens, please report it to YouTube and report it to me in my details in the description box. I do want to have a shout out to Silverwolf Tarot 1111, very good tarot reader, a very good person and friend in my life, and I think it's important that their channel gets recognition because they're good at what they do, very good. And also Angel Heart readings as well with Vicky. She is amazing. Please suss out her channel as well. She's Tribe. That both these people are my soul family. Literally, we have multiple past life connections and star being origins, etc. And I will push them out as far as I can as well because it's the circle of life. Okay, so I've initially got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 decks out for today, but I doubt very much I'm going to get through 8, but I always pull out 1 or 2 extra just in case. And these 2 cards at the back here are your final messages for each pile. So what I'm going to do is start your reading. So for those of you that are still in the twin flame journey or have literally just come out of that, whether you have actually had a relationship with that person in the 3D or still just in the 5D, either way, the journey can be tumultuous, and I've got some messages for you. So this is the pile for pile 1. Remember, pile 2 is for those people that have come through the other side of that now, and I've got a partner or stepping into a partnership with a lifetime or a lifelong soul partner opposed to a twin flame. All right, just going to move that there. So pile 1. I don't know why the color is so orange. It shouldn't be, so I'm not sure why that's happening in the background, but I'm not that fast. Okay, let's get some cards. Let's do this. I've got the Earth Wisdom Oracle in my hand, the mini deck. What have we got here, Spirit? I hear the truck already. There's messages coming. There's almost like a truckload of information zooming up the road for you. So let's see what our overall messages are to get started. We've got communication. Communication. Can I have 2 more, please? Inspiration. And we've got divine protection. Wow. These cards are just beautiful. All right, so communication, inspiration, and divine protection. I'll just get some channel from that. That truck's just zooming around. Please, Spirit, what are the messages associated with these 3 particular cards for the pile that have picked Twin Flame Journey? Okay, so what Spirit's saying is that because you're still in the middle of what you've got going on, or you've just stepped out of it, there's a lot of energy and residue left over. Now, there's a lot of animals. These are all spirit animals here. So what Spirit's asking you is to tap into your pure source as another being on the planet, as a human, as a person, as a thriving entity on Earth, and understand that you need to communicate that with yourself. Rome wasn't built in a day, basically. We can't all be where we want to be or how we want to be and strive for that end goal if the energies don't match it. So what Spirit's saying is that you need to communicate to Spirit, ask them for relief, ask them for release. We've got some beautiful spirals going down in the background here. So you need to ask Spirit to please help give you relief from what you've been feeling and what you've been going through, because twin flame journey can be quite heartbreaking If the other party is a runner, you could be the runner. Or there could just be a lot of heartache going on there because your energies don't match. So even though you might know who your twin flame is, or you might have actually been in a physical live-in or even just dating relationship with your twin flame, it won't necessarily be easy. There are some people that do have a twin flame relationship that does end up okay. You could be in a very long-term relationship with a twin flame, you've been with one for that long period of time, but at the end of the day, it's now time to clear up that space, and Spirit's asking you to please ask them to communicate with Spirit, not communicate with the twin flame, right? To communicate with Spirit and ask with all your love in your heart for some guidance and protection. And we've got inspiration, and there's a wolf there, and wolves run in packs. They're very loyal. They're very detailed with what they've got going on. They're very kind and loving, but if anybody sort of steps in or anything sort of tries to interfere with their family, oh geez, shit gets real, right? And what Spirit wants you to know is that this woman is here. So this is basically, that's you, for example, and that's Spirit. And Spirit's saying to you, like, there's, what is that? Beautiful purple flowers growing out of the ground. I've only just got these cards the other day. They arrived in the post. And what Spirit wants you to know is that you need to call on that inspiration and that energy from the wolf energy. Maybe if you could actually research what the totem animal wolf represents. Maybe you could do a channeled meditation or something, or what have you, to get in touch with wolf and see what messages they have for you at this time about healing from that twin flame journey. I'm not surprised there's an 11 on this card. So what Spirit needs you to do is just remember that you are protected, that you are a part of Spirit Source, you are a part of the earth, you are a part of a massive, important clan, a group of people, whether you don't feel that way. The twin flame journey can be very painful. So if you've come through those pains, or you're still healing from those pains, or you've still got pain from that from a few years ago, for example, Spirit's saying to you, now is the time to actually get that energy from wolf and bring it in. Use that inspiration to help propel your level of healing. And we've got divine protection. So straight away, there's 4 circles, going on the ground here. And to me, that's the elements, right? That looks like selenite to me, glowing up from the ground. And there's fire sort of coming up above her hands. And what Spirit's saying to you is that you are divinely protected. Your relationship, regardless of how horrific it had been, as people, or even just searching for that twin flame, or knowing who that twin flame is and not getting that reciprocated back to you, that whole journey was divinely protected, regardless of it being violent possibly, or there could have been adultery going on, or deceit or deception in any way or form. Because what happens is, in a twin flame journey, one person comes from a space of ego, and one person comes from a space of heart or soul, basically. And when those two morph together, they're two very different. It's like, you know, snow and desert sand. Like, it's very hard to incorporate those until you get used to each other and get to know each other energetically. And that whole relationship and your whole journey was divinely protected. There's a lot of earth going on here. There's a lot of flowers and stuff around all of these readings, trees and everything. And Spirit's saying that you might just need to connect back to nature and not treat nature as a separate entity of yourself. You really need to remember that you are a part of nature. A lot of people forget that. A lot of people don't bring that into consideration, that they, even though we always say, oh, we are one with the earth, etc., you need to get out there, get some earth. Maybe this woman's in the dark, this woman's in the dark, the first card's in the dark. Maybe you need to go out and actually get out under the sky, regardless of where the moon's at, and just bring in that energy, that blanket energy of healing. But the relationship and the stuff you'd both been through was divinely protected, regardless of how it may have seemed at the time. And that's difficult for people to hear. I'm getting told, sorry about the glare, I don't know what I could do about that. I'm getting told that you might need to do some cord cutting, but not as in you cut their energy cord from you. You need to visualize it that you're cutting your energy from them. There's a difference, because when people do cord cutting, they always cut the other party, who, for whatever reason, energetically from them. But Spirit's saying in this particular incident, you need to actually cut your energy from theirs. It's different. It's a different feed. It's a different feed of energy. One of my homemade decks here I've pulled out. Let's see what we've got here. We've got truth, and it says middleman to fact and reality. Yeah, I think that even though people push and really are happy for what they've got going on in the twin flame journey, even though it could be tumultuous, you know, the end goal is what everybody's striving for. But the reality is, it says here, truth, middleman to fact and reality. And that what Spirit's saying is that you're that middleman to fact and reality, because what's fact and what's reality are two very different things. And I think it might have taken somebody, whoever in particular, quite a long time to understand that, even though you could sense it, even though you could feel that journey was right there, and even if you were in a relationship with your actual twin flame, there was always that energy of it's coming, that wave, that paradise is going to hit, it's going to hit, it's going to hit, it's going to hit, and it didn't hit. And you are the middleman to that fact and reality, and you need to disengage from that energy and clear up your energy space, because somebody will come. I am getting told there's a mixed situation here. So some people in this particular pile will be on their own for a period of time now, and a good period of time. Just work on yourself, save your pennies, do some healing, maybe travel around as best you can, do different things. And then another group of people are going to meet somebody very, very, very soon. I don't think you know them. If you do know them, maybe that you're a statistic in this particular read, because the energy for this is somebody that's unknown to you, but they won't necessarily stay in your life forever. Just so you know, the person that's coming in has been ushered in by Spirit to help instill that level of healing in you, and in turn you'll be healing them. Again, middleman to fact and reality. You need to see it for what it is. We've got identity, unity of differences. So exactly, and as I said before about the snow and the sand, the desert sand, and what Spirit's saying is that there's a lot of pain and mental and emotional pain associated with the twin flame journey that turns inward and reflects on the self, and it really enhances a person's individuality. And Spirit wants you to know that that's still a unity. Even though people are different, there's still a unity of differences. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what a person's nationality is. It doesn't matter what their gender or non-gender is. It doesn't matter about anything to do with that. It's about your soul, the unity of differences. And Spirit wants you to know that it's okay to make peace with those things in yourself, because you probably felt like a bit of a deer in the headlights sometimes. And for those of you that are still searching YouTube and the internet over and over and over and over for clarity, for closure, for messages, Spirit's saying right here, right now, guys, you need to do that yourself. As I've said, self. Authenticity. So you are authentic. You are in your authentic self. We're humans. We fuck up sometimes, or we hang on to energies that aren't of our highest good. That's okay. It's all part of our learning and our growth. Pain is a major part of our growth. Without pain, there is no purity, and that's almost like a moth. That's the theory of the moth anyway, different story. But Spirit's saying, tap into yourself, use your self energy, use what you've learned from your twin flame journey, and propel yourself from that. Be coming from that authentic space. People that haven't come through the other side of a twin flame journey don't really understand it, but be authentic in yourself to it. But other people mightn't hear what you're trying to say sometimes, but that's okay. Still come from your self center and push outwardly energy of healing for yourself, because it's a ripple effect. Then we've got center, mystical meditation of self. Now that's twice self's come up in both cards, and I just said push out from your center, and the next card I shuffled and come out was center. So Spirit is saying you need to actually do some self-care and some self-love meditations. If you can literally go and have a healing, if you can have a meditation, like go and do a group of meditations. Even if you just say to yourself, I'm going to go to a actual meditation class every week for a month, and just to shift your vibration and raise your vibration. Mystical meditation is self. You need to come back to your core to instill that level of authenticity, because there's nothing wrong with you. I mean, you might be the runner. You might be the masculine. It doesn't matter about gender. Gender has nothing to do with the masculine and feminine energy associated with the twin flame journey. It really, really doesn't. It actually, what it comes down to is the energies, again, the ego space and the heart and soul space. That's the difference, right? But yeah, you need to come back to yourself. You need to come back to center. Can I just have two more of those? We've got two fell on the floor. Seeds, circle of life. Yeah, so plant the seeds. Plant the seeds to heal now. Plant the seeds to instill levels of love and healing for yourself. Spirit's saying that some of you still may be in contact with a person that is your twin flame. And Spirit's saying that you need to be very mindful of that, because they can still blaze through with that level of pain. If you're the one that has had unfortunately caused that level of pain on the twin flame journey, it's now time to plant the seeds and instill new life. Like there's been a big burn off somehow, and then there's new life growing. You need to just nurture those seedlings at this time. It says, and the other one says freedom, unconstrained amount amongst the realms. Unconstrained amongst the realms. Again, twin flame situation isn't about you because your name's Bill and her name's Mary or vice versa. It's not like that. It's the soul energy. It's about your soul. So you need to understand that even though it's been painful and it's been a tumultuous journey and you've had a hard time, Spirit's saying that you need to understand that we're all part of the bigger picture. We're all part of the universal stuff, and we're really not as restrained as what we think when we do these twin flame journeys. But it's part of our human path. There's some healing going on here. There are some people that understand. Thank fuck that's over, for example. Thank goodness I'd come out the other side of that. You know, we've got creativity, 3 of Cups. Now, don't look at that as 3 of Cups as a tarot. It's just this particular little shamanic oracle deck that I have here, the shamanic healing oracle cards. We've got it's all good. Yeah, damn straight it's all good because you're making it all good. You're working on yourself to heal that pain from the twin flame journey. And we've got grounding. So I did say before, excuse me, you might need to spend some time outside under the night sky and stuff. Hug a tree, what have you. There's a feather there on the picture as well. That gives a message from Spirit that they're nudging you to go out and have some time outside. Now, for you, this is significant as a 3 of Cups situation that there was a third party involved. This is your clarity here. This is your message saying be creative in your endeavor. The other card said inspiration. Pull inspiration from the wolf at this time. And what you need to do is work through what's going on here with these cups. Like these particular cups, they're running over to filling up other people's cups. So maybe energetically, you're trying to replenish in a way that you don't have those energy stores, but everybody else's cups are full. And now it's overflowing, look. So you need to just pull that back in and come from that creative space. Now, this could just be coming back to yourself. This could also mean mind, body, and soul. I do mention a fair bit the Holy Trinity. And it's important to remember, again, with that freedom, it's unconstrained amongst the realms, okay? Mind, body, and soul. And then we've got it's all good. So Spirit's telling you not to worry or not to stress. I do think, as I've said earlier, you need to do some energetic cord cutting and just to cut the energy pouring back and forth just from the pain. You know, pain in itself is can bring a lot of people to enlightenment, and that's the Zen state theory, right? It's all good. Spirit's saying that if you're a bit lost and you don't know which way to turn because you've been so engulfed in your twin flame situation for a period of time now, it's all good. You're pointing in the right direction. You're going in the right space. Come back to your center. Again, there's that center element there. Circles going around a circle. You are highly guided. You are highly protected. And you might just need to now work on that healing element. And if you want to, you can send healing, distant healing and stuff to the other party if you want to. You don't have to, but it also helps. It does help when you're closing that circle when it has come to the twin flame journey. Send them off with a bit of love and healing as well. Because remember, you're a shared soul. And then we've got here grounding. And I did mention you probably need to get out and do a bit of grounding. Can I have 2 more of these, please, Spirit? There's quite a serious energy with this pile. It's not playful or anything. We've got sexual energy. Yeah, that could be a really big key player in your twin flame energy, whether you've met them in the 3D or haven't had time with them sexually in the 3D or not. That's that real energy there, that sexual energy, that power, that horse energy, right? That strength coming from that space, that sexual energy. It's quite masculine. So Spirit's saying, like, you could be, you know, going crazy inside yourself because you just feel like this ultimate blissful physical experiences had been right there, or you were reaching to that with that person, even in the 5D. You knew it was coming, there was that connection there, and then there's no more twin flame journey. You've stepped out of it, and it's probably not such a bad thing. But if you have met them in the flesh, this could actually be a genuine situation for you. That could be what's the cord that needs to be severed, that sexual energy. That's not to say you can't have sex with people. It just means that that energy back and forth between the twin flame is actually now starting to cause some damage more than it is good. And we've got forgiveness. So you need to forgive yourself. Again, the night sky's out. This horse is basically in the dark. There's a lot of night energy here. There's a lot of dark night of the soul energy going on here. There's a yin and yang. There's the sun and the moon. Without one, there is not the other. So you need to forgive the journey, and you need to forgive yourself, and you need to forgive the fact that what you've been through with your twin flame, whether you held them accountable for their shit that they've caused or not, you still need to come from that place of forgiveness and forgive yourself. I just want 1 more of these. Yeah, discreetment. So you just need to be discreet. Don't go out and try and ruffle other people's feathers about your journey. People won't understand it. And I said that earlier, that's just a confirmation. If you're not used to hanging out with people and knowing people and being with people that come from that twin flame journey, that twin flame element, what Spirit's saying is you need to be quiet about your healing process and just push through it, because people that don't understand the twin flame journey don't get it. They just don't understand what that actually means, you know. So, okay, we've got the Island Time Wellness. We've got Hammer, Sabotage, Rebuilding, Interrogation, Repetitive, Persistent, Working on it. Wow. And I think that's, again, like with the sexual energy and the cords and the energy that's coming back and forth. It needs to be healed and sealed off now. We've got Self-Indulgence, Focus on Self-Worth, Time to Heal, Shadow Work, Self-Appreciation, Dark Night of the Soul, as I said, Discreetment, Focus on self-worth, time to heal, okay? Like I said, if you can go do a meditation class or something. Well, as with the Sabotage and the Hammer card, that speaks for itself. That could be how you're feeling on yourself right now or what you've just stepped out of, because it does feel a little bit like sabotage is happening, but you are rebuilding. Wow. The Phoenix, new phase, rekindle, renew, transformation, growth, and changed mind. Yeah, it's okay to change your mind. It doesn't matter if you change your mind. It's okay to say no to stuff. You've done the right thing. Okay, new phases, rekindle. That doesn't mean rekindle with the other party. It doesn't mean we're having a reconciliation of twin flames here. It means you're rekindling your love for yourself. You're rekindling the flame that you have within you, because your flame, what people don't understand is, what people do understand is that some people feel really empty or lost or incomplete without their twin flame, but it's because of the way society has pushed the journey about a twin flame. You're a full, whole flame in yourself. One candle can't have two flames, but two candles sitting next to each other is really a dual flame, isn't it? And it's a bit more lighter. There's a double flame going on there. And that's how you have to look at it. You're whole and complete. Rekindle that flame within yourself, because you're a whole, separate, beautiful flame anyway. And we've got Paradise. Did I not mention Paradise earlier? Happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, oneness, enjoying each other. Now, this is specific about what you've come through if you're reminiscing, and it's time to let that go. You need to come into that new phase and transform, but it's also your paradise, the paradise that you thought you were going to seek with your twin flame that you didn't actually get to, and now you are going to be having that paradise on your own. Like I said, if you could travel around and get out and do some different things. Can I have two please? We've got, oh yeah, there's the mountain here, like the elk or the buffalo going up the mountain with a Sherpa, and we've got the night sky again, the cat looking out at the night sky. Now, I don't always read cards from how they are in the book. I read them from how they get channeled. So basically, this particular card is actually about being at the base of the mountain and going, it's an uphill battle. You've got a bit of a journey ahead of you. You've got to push through your healing phase when it comes to your twin flame journey. And what Spirit's saying is that it's okay, because you're aware there's a light in the background here. Your sun is shining. You're going to your end goal. You know what you're aiming for, but you do need to come to that healing element. But now the healing that you have to go through, or you've been going through from that twin flame journey, is going to be just as tumultuous or just as intense as what the twin flame journey was, because you need to now step back into yourself and realize that you're a whole being, complete being with yourself. But also with these animals in the background here, again, you've got guidance. You've got guides with you. You're nudged. You're supported. Now, this here, again, this particular card is look out into the night sky, ask for a sign, ask Spirit for a sign, ask for what you need, ask for your needs to be met, ask for that healing element. I did say release what you need, talk to Spirit and ask them for some guidance right now, and this is just a confirmation. You need to just get out there. Like, there's two people on these pillars, okay? This is definitely the twin flame pile, right? So you just need to get out and have a look around, put your feelers out. If you're going through a dark night of the soul, or you've been through a dark night of the soul, this is just a confirmation that the stars are shining. There is stuff going on for you. Can I have 3 of these cards, please? We've got take action. Yeah, look after yourself. Forgiveness, that's twice forgiveness has come up. Forgive yourself and forgive them. Let go. Time to heal, guys. And no. Don't even think about it. Whatever it is, and if it's to do with contacting them, going back to them, reaching out, making peace, saying, look, it's okay, or I forgive, no. We do all of that in the 3D, in our own immediate environment, and in the 5D, in our private spaces, shifting out to them. Can I have 2 more? We've got abundance. Yep. And meditation brings answers, guys. I can't fucking make this shit up, right? We've got ask your angels, hello, and we've got be assertive. Yeah, now's the time to take action and give yourself a bit of healing. So I've got the this card, the Butterfly Oracle deck here by Doreen Virtue. Can I just have one of these, please? And then I'm going to use your special card at the back here for your overall message for the Twin Flame pile. You're on the right path. It's just messy and it's icky and it's painful. One card flew out and it says family changes, and that's the truth. The dynamics of your family are changing, and if you don't have children or you're not in contact with that type of family, you are your own family. Okay, there's 2 butterflies on here. There's 2 levels of transformation and you're healing. Actually, I want one more. Oh, we've got moving, and that if you're not literally moving, that could be energetically you're moving, and you've got support. So you are loved, you are supported, you are guided. Spirit has your back. Reach out, call in that wolf energy. Take some inspiration from that. Now, your final card is a triquetra, and it says, Triquetra of ancient wisdom protects my soul with sacred circles of rest and renewal, creativity and expressiveness, silence and spaciousness. Wow. If you don't know what this symbol is, look it up. If you do know what this symbol is, incorporate it in your life at the moment. You can take a screenshot of this card, I suppose. You can draw this symbol in the middle here. You can draw it on yourself. You can add it onto your, your lunchbox lid, or draw it and put it in the back of your phone cover or something like that. Have it as a screensaver at the moment. So again, Triquetra of ancient wisdom protects my soul with sacred circles of rest, renewal, creativity and expressiveness, silence and spaciousness. It's a time of going inwards and giving yourself some healing. Again, the other one said discreetment. You just need to be quiet about your healing journey to do with the twin flame stuff if you don't have that support from others around you to do with that. But the answer was no. There's no going back. It's just too much heartache and too much pain, right? So the next pile, let's go to pile 2. And this pile is for those of us that have come out of the twin flame journey, have healed from that properly. And, well, we never fully heal from that properly because it's a twin flame. But, we're healing. We're on the journey. We've made peace. We've moved on. We've made acceptance. And we now have either somebody in our life, whether you could have been with them for a couple of years, or you might have just met them, or you're about to meet them. It's right there in your space and you're not. Now, this is your message. So that's the second pile. So we will read that absolutely last. I like to try and keep the cards coming out the way that I've, that's upside down, the way that I did it in the other pile. Okay, so, all right, guys. So this is for you guys that are in a relationship with your soul partner now, your life partner, your soul life partner, which is a lot more easier than a twin flame journey, and a lot more peaceful and a lot more love, and there's no push and pull, and it shouldn't be negative. We shouldn't have that level of negativity. If you're not in that situation, it's coming, right? We've got clear aura, right? So you need to clear your auric field, okay? We've got clarity. Yo, you know what's going on, what's popping. We've got truth. Let me just shuffle these a bit. Very different energy. We've got joy. Holy guacamole, Batman. Can I have just one more, guys? Oh, okay, you want to give me 2? We can do that. We've got rest. This girl's like the same sort of girl. She's just chilling. We've got rest, and we've got healing grief. Wow. With an owl in the background. Owls are about knowledge and stuff. There's a spiral again. Spirals coming up left, right, and center for me at the moment. So this is actually my pile. I have been through a twin flame journey. I was in a physical relationship with my twin flame for 4 years. And that's the truth. We didn't live together or anything, but yeah. So this is for those that, know what's going on. So first card was clear aura. So you need to clear your auric field. Clarity, truth, joy, rest, and healing grief. Okay, let me get some channeled messages here. All right, let's do this. Straight away with the healing grief card, Spirit is saying that if you've got your eye on someone, if you're not in a relationship with somebody at this time, but you have feelings, or you're catching feelings for somebody that you've met or you don't really know. Spirit's saying, well, it's not going to work. It's not for you. It's not meant to happen. And I mean if you've just literally met somebody online and haven't met them in person, like, or you don't have a connect with somebody, or you got someone in your scope, or you like somebody's energy, or you like how people are in their daily life. This is a very clear indication for a select few people that it's the wrong person for you. Straight off the bat, you have to do healing from that. But that doesn't mean you need to click off, because we've got other messages coming through. There is particular people in this reading who are hoping that somebody that they've got their eye on is going to possibly be the one. If you haven't had a conversation with somebody, they haven't reciprocated their feelings, if they haven't said back to you, I like you too, or I want to have a relationship, or hey, let's fucking get married, or do you want to go out on a date, or do you rah rah rah, this is a clear message from you that it's not the right person for you. Even though you might feel it, that you still might have a soul link, that still could be a soulmate, but it won't necessarily be a romantic one. Please understand that. For everybody else, that doesn't hold resonance for healing grief. So you have met the person, or you're about to meet the person, or you're with the person that you were supposed to be with long term, your end partner, your life partner now, regardless of your age bracket, right? And what Spirit's saying is that you still have a bit of grief to work on. But this person, I think that's Amythyst coming out of their staff, actually. Okay, so what Spirit's saying is you're holding onto your staff, you're steadfast with that, you've got support, you've got your structure, you are grounded, you are in position, there's snow going on in the background. So what Spirit's saying is there's a hibernation period going on here, to the point where you mightn't be able to, they could be overseas, you mightn't be able to meet them yet, because we've got this hibernation of healing. So even though you could be working on your relationship with your partner, they're working on themselves, you're working on you, there's a level of grief here that needs to be healed. And that's why there's the snow in the background for this particular reading, because there's a hibernation period going on. It's about rest, recovery, replenish, renew, get some strength, and heal that level of grief from the background within, while you work on your relationship at the same time, right? Clear aura. So you obviously need to clear your aura. Your auric field might have rips or tears or holes in it, or it might be a bit grey. The energy might be pulling down from that. I'm just going to have a drink of water. Spirit's saying that you do need to give it a clear up. And if you do know how to do that, and you can send distant healing, you can probably do that to your soulmate as well. Or if they're not into this type of stuff, if they're not into this type of thing, well, you can actually probably just send them some distant auric field healing as well. But you do need to give your aura a clean up and really pull in the strings tight around your aura, really strengthen it up. And we've got clarity. So, there's amethyst all around these cards. My gosh. These druids here are holding amethyst again. So basically what Spirit's saying is, the clarity. There's the mind, body, and soul, the Holy Trinity. It comes out a lot for me. If I'm not pulling out Holy Trinity, it's always the yin yang. So what Spirit's saying is in your heart, they know in their heart, you guys know what's going on. This just because there's 3 people on the card, it does not in any shape or form mean there should be a third party involved. The third party, if there is, could just be distance, for example, or career, or things like that at this time. You know who your partner is. You know without a reasonable doubt what you're supposed to be doing in this situation, and they have reciprocated back to you. And we're talking levels of conversation here, like, yes, we want to be together. Yes, let's have a relationship. Yes, let's get married. Yes, let's etc. etc. And Spirit's saying that's that clarity. This is just a confirmation for your clarity. For those of you that have just met somebody and you're not sure, you need to be very clear about what it is that you want from that person, or what you expect from them, because you could burn some bridges. You need to be careful, because not all soulmates are romantic, and I think there has been a thread crossed over here that doesn't really hold resonance. If somebody's not reciprocating, you need to understand that, because your soulmate is coming very soon. I would say in the next maybe 6 to 12 weeks, you will actually meet a person that is will be that soulmate, or get in contact with. Then we've got truth. Yeah, truth doesn't lie, and also the truth hurts. The truth can be sweet, or it can be really sour. And basically this woman, look how long her hair is. There's a level of strength in this woman. She's self-assured. She knows what she's got going on, and she understands the healing journey, and she's come through the twin flame journey herself. Look at her. She's dedicated to what she's got going on. She's dedicated to her soulmate. She's dedicated to the love of life. Look how long her hair is. I'll say it again. She's spent all that time and energy patiently having her hair grow, So she's in it for the long haul. She's got that truth of that element behind her, and she just knows. This is her heart song here. It's plucking away at her heart song. She knows what's true. We've got here rest and joy. Again, that was that hibernation card with the healing grief, and this is the result from that. It's almost like a follow-on card from that, okay? Basically, what's happening is in the hibernation period with healing our own inner grief, even though you've got your soul partner, and this is the result from that. The green, the Archangel Raphael energy, the chakra, heart space energies all coming through. And again, also there's joy. So you might feel joyous, you might feel happy, you might feel in love, you might just feel overwhelmed, you might feel like this woman, she's just out in the field, just, oh my God, life is so good. And this is what Spirit's saying. Again, this woman has a smaller heart, and it's in her hand. Again, that's her heart space. This is what's happened. This is also a result from here. The flowers are on there, and now they're in full bloom all around her. So you just need to be mindful of what you've got going on energetically, and just heal that grief. Just heal that grief with the soulmate that you've got coming into your life very soon, or is in your life now, or you're already with. If you just want some confirmation that that person that you're in an actual relationship with already is a soulmate, yes, they are. And you do need to heal some grief stuff as well. And you might need to help them work through some grief as well. It's a pretty fucking down the line reading, this one, for both piles. It's not so serious, this pile, as the other twin flame pile, but when I tap into energy, I'm going off a collective energy, and it's huge, right? We've got some of my other cards I've made here. We've got purity, heart, presence of conscious, right? And we've got medicinal, shamanic healing properties, purity, heart, presence of consciousness or conscious. So basically what that means is that you come from that space of truth. Purity, listen to your heart. That's a few times I've mentioned your heart space now. If your heart space is glowing, if you can tap into their energy and see their heart space glowing at certain colors and stuff, that's the right thing. You know you're on the right path. Also, we've got medicinal, shamanic healing properties. So if you can actually have a shamanic clearing, if you own some shamanic tools, like you might have a shamanic rattle, you might have a staff, you might have a small drum, you might even just have a hang drum you can use and stuff. Use that to clear up your energy and clear up your space. Play some shamanic drumming music and dance around the house, or, you know, just blast the house with that energy and just help heal up those past wounds that you need to work on, that trauma from past situations in your life, probably from your fucking twin flame, honestly. What have we got here? Love, internal compass. Again, the heart energy is coming up. It's all about the heart. You know what the heart wants. And we've got nourishment, operator's supply of sustenance. That's where you get your source of supply, your operator's supply of sustenance. You are the operator of that source of supply. You need to nourish yourself. Remedy, elixir, balm, antidote, and cure. You are the remedy to that person's life, or vice versa. They are the remedy to yours. Elixir, balm, antidote, and cure. Work on your healing element. We've got offspring, salt of the earth. Now that might mean children are involved. Basically what this just means is that we are all children of the earth, and we are walking the right path. And this is a confirmation from Spirit that you have every right to have that love and feeling for the particular person that reciprocates that back to you. We've got giant strength in the gentlest of ways. Yeah, I don't think people understand soulmate connection can just be a very smooth transition. It could literally, and I'm not exaggerating, it could literally be, hey, you want to get married? And then boom, fuck it, let's get married. And then you're planning a whole life together. And you could have been talking to each other for a few months, not even on that romantic level. You know what I mean? And then all of a sudden it just slots into place, and it's like, well, fuck, that was easy. But at the same time, that's Spirit guiding that because of everything that happened in the soul flame. The soul flame, I call twin flame soul flames. The soul flame journey with the other party that you've been broken from and stuff. It says season, spiritual mirror, moods of nature. Spiritual mirror, moods of nature. Again, I did mention the snow there with the hibernation. Can I have a couple more, please? We've got attract, evoked intention. Exactly. You've worked really hard for this relationship. You're in a really good space. You're in a good space. You've put a lot of love and heart into this. You've manifested what you've got going on in your immediate life right now. If you know you are truly ready to knuckle down and settle into a relationship properly with this soulmate, you need to nurture that. If you're not too sure and you know you've got a bit more healing to go through, again, I have mentioned multiple times now, that person isn't for you. You might have feelings for them, you might have the hots for them, you might think, oh my God, I'm really drawn to them, they're beautiful, they're this or that, but that doesn't mean they reciprocate, right? So attract, evoked intention. You've worked really hard. You've called in your guides. You've called in your manifestation techniques to bring in this relationship. Source, tentinal origin of angel, existent tentinal. I don't even fucking know why I'm reading this. I can't even read it properly. Anyway, basically that is the actual existence, the existential whatever origin of energy. Basically, this is about where you have come from, your source, your love, your space in yourself, your energy, your thoughts, in your sleepscape, in your wakescape, in your shower, time when you're cooking food in the kitchen, when you're cruising around the house, when you're up the street paying bills, when you're having an appointment, whatever it is, that is your higher self saying to you, this is your space, your energy. This is where the origin of your source to do with your connection with this soulmate stemmed from. That's where it was born from, that energy. Spirit put it there, right? And the other one says glow. Light without flames. Yo, I just mentioned that the soul flame, the twin flame stuff, right? Exactly. So this is what your soulmate journey is. It is the twin flame journey without the fucking flame. It's a soulmate relationship. Glow. Light without flame. All right. What else? Next card. What else do we got here? Can I have a couple of these, please, Spirit? Yeah, this is a really nice, I think you're going to nurture, you're healing yourself as well, actually. It's a psychic development. Yeah, you guys might be really fucking in tune. New beginnings. Duality. Yo, love it. Divine timing. Can I have another one? Growth. Give us one more, hey? And slow but steady. And again, that comes down to that trauma healing card that I mentioned. The healing grief. Slow but steady. Everything you're working on, everything you need to do will come to fruition. You're doing the right thing, right? Can I have a couple of these, please, Spirit? All right. I can't believe I couldn't read that word on my fucking card. My cards, my channeled messages. Hello. Doesn't matter. All right. We've got get more information. Yep. The situation will improve. Yep. Romance. And yes. Interesting. The other pile had a flat line. No. Wow. So when it says get more information, I think if you know that you've got a little bit of healing to do, but you're not sure which way to turn, how to do that. Again, that shamanic, the medicinal stuff about a card came up about the shamanic healing properties. That's an indication there that you might need to go get a clearing, and not a distant one in person. You might need to smudge yourself, you might need to sage yourself, change your linen, switch it up a bit, blast your room with some light and do different things. Get more information. Ask Spirit to give you the right information on how you need to actually call in that level of healing. And it says the situation will improve. So you might be sitting back now thinking, I don't have a lot of money yet for this, or I don't have this, or I don't have that. It'll get better because you're working on it. Romance is in the air. There's two people in this card. There is definitely a soul link connection, and they reciprocate what you've said. The conversations you've had with this person. If you are in an actual relationship, romantic relationship with this person, this is just confirmation that there is a lot of love between you. There's divine guidance going on here. And also, if you haven't met this person in real life at all, you don't even know who they are yet, and you just know that it's coming soon, again, this is a message that it'll be reciprocated. And for those of you that are in a relationship with a person, but they live in a different country or what have you, this is just a confirmation. The answer is yes, right? The duality coming up here again. Fire and ice, yo. Can I have one more of those, please? We've got, oh, yes, again. This deck has 2 yes cards, and I only discovered that the other week. Are you kidding me? Alrighty then, let's grab some butterfly messages. Okay, so there's not much I can say. You're on the right path. Everything you're doing is working out for you, okay? This is, oh shit, actually I missed this pile here. What you're supposed to be doing is what you're supposed to be doing. Oh, a whole heap of flicked out. What have we got here? There's a snake. We've got the monkey looking up at the cloud. We've got the bear. And we've got the key. So let me channel here quickly. Okay, so what Spirit's saying is they are the sun. Look at that, the sun. I was just about to say they are the sun to your moon. And then that's on the card here, the sun and the moon. They are the sun to your moon. Snake is a real sexual energy as well. You need to work on your relationship. You need to nurture it. They're looking after this egg here, the snake. There's a crown going on here. Snake can mean sexual energy. It's also about shedding skin, new beginnings, new layers. You're both evenly matched up there, high up in the sky. Okay, so there's nothing to worry about. They are your queen or you are their king or vice versa. Now, this monkey's looking up into the cloud. Again, ask Spirit the best way to bring in this level of healing from that grief and trauma that you need on your end. And, that will help them nudge into theirs. Now, bear. This bear's not very happy. He's trying to get honey out the pot, but at the same time, it's like, I'm going to get hurt from that. And Spirit wants you to know, this is what everybody has to go through. It's all part of our growth. It's normal for us to feel a bit concerned about, are we going to get hurt? But you don't have to have your defenses up because there's no bees all around him. There's one little bee in his nose looking right at him, which, And then the final for this particular deck is the key. And this snake has an egg as well. And then there's a dragon here. Inside the egg is the key. So they are the key to your heart. They are the key to unlock your growth. They are the key to what you need to be doing in your life. They are the key. They are your person. Okay, and you know this, and you've had a conversation with them about it, possibly, if you have met them. For those of you that are wondering if it's about a specific person, again, you need to check to make sure this is the right person because you don't want to ruin a potential long-term relationship with them, platonic, and it's got healthcare changes. Yeah, I think shit's going to get real. You're kicking into gear. Can I have one more? And leaving the past behind. Now, what is your card, your final card? I think I'm going to run out of time. I hope not. Your final card for the soulmate pile says, I relax. A sacred shield of spiritual protection supports my heart in attracting exceptional blessings and generous grace. Wow. So you can relax and settle into this relationship that you've got with this particular person who you know without a reasonable doubt they are your soulmate. They are the partner, and they might know it too, like I said. So again, I relax. A sacred shield of spiritual protection supports my heart in attracting exceptional blessings and generous grace. That is so beautiful. And there's heart going on here. The green card, as I mentioned earlier, from the snow comes the spring. Everything's in full bloom. Archangel Raphael and heart space. So cool, guys. Thank you very much. Like, share, subscribe. Peace out. I'll be back. Love you.